Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm reviewing Ninjago Legacy set number 71699 Thunder Raider. It has 576 pieces and retails for $50 in the US, where it released on January 1st, 2020. Here's Lloyd. He's in his Tournament of Elements outfit for Legacy. I really dislike that because this is rebooted, and yes, he had a Tournament of Elements set with the Jungle Raider, which is where we already saw the same figure. But I really would have preferred to get rebooted versions of these characters, and I really would have preferred to get a rebooted version of Zane in this set because Lloyd already came in the Jungle Raider, and we're getting Kai in the Kai Fighter set this summer, but we're missing Zane, so I really think that Zane should have been in this Thunder Raider set instead. Lloyd is reusing the same old boring Ninjago movie face, and if you spin it around to the back, you can see his alternate face. Here's Jay. It's cool to get a Tournament of Elements version of him because we haven't gotten one since 2014. I really do like this hairpiece that they developed for the Lego Ninjago movie. I like his weapons as well. It's just a plain nunchuck, which is nice because usually he has the nunchucks of lightning. It's kind of cool to see just regular Lego nunchucks. Around the back, you can see his emblem, which I really love, his classic emblem. I really like seeing those rather than the new ones from the new Ninjago sets. There is Jay's face on the front of his head and his alternate face as well. Here's Cole. I really love his accessories. I don't know why he's holding a sand green hot dog, but it's a really cool color for that piece. His hammer build is pretty nice as well. Again, he's exclusive to this set, so that's cool. The hair mold from the Lego Ninjago movie returns. That's cool as well. Again, you've got that emblem on the back. And with everything stripped away, you can get a better look at his printing and his face as well. Here's a Ninjroid. I really love these figures. I already took a look at them in my Golden Zane accessory set review, but they're one of my favorite Ninjago villains. He's holding a built-up weapon with a chainsaw and an axe. It's kind of excessive, but I think it's cute. Around the back, he also has that classic Ninjroid emblem. And then there is a curious thing going on with this guy's head, because he has the normal head where it's mechanical on one side and then non-mechanical on the other. But then there's an alternate face with the sides switched. I thought that was a misprint at first because I don't understand why that's the case. The ones in the accessory set did not have that. And then when you put the head wrap on, it makes it entirely mechanical. So that's a cool look, but I don't remember them ever doing this in the show. So that's a little bit odd to me, even if it is interesting. And here's the newer Overlord minifigure. This first came in the Golden Dragon set last year. Now, I really love this figure. It is so detailed, getting those four arms with that gold printing, that awesome face. And he has that ghostly spectral tail leg piece. It's really awesome, and I love seeing it return. But again, it's not exclusive, so I really wish they had done a little bit something to make him different. With the weapon removed, you can get a better look at him. I really love this figure. It's just so cool. This is everything you want out of an Overlord figure. That face print especially is just perfect. It's on a trans purple head, which is really awesome. And I love that his torso, the lower torso, even has those purple splotches printed on. And again, this ghostly tail piece just looks really good and works quite well for this character. Here's the Thunder Raider itself. Now we're going to take a quick look around the outside of this thing. They're using larger treads this time with those rubber stopper pieces to make it roll more easily. So that's really cool. You can start to see some of the play features show up. So let's just show that to you guys right now. Obviously, the main point of this thing is that it's a 2-in-1 vehicle for Cole and Jay together. So the back of the vehicle completely splits off and it turns into a mech for Cole. So a piece actually just broke off, but the idea is that you break off the mech and then you can disconnect the feet, and if you swing the arms around, it becomes a mech and then a separate riding vehicle for Jay. Here's Cole's mech. The main thing I don't like about this entire set is that everything is way too big. It's so much bigger than the original for no reason, but we'll get to that more at the end. So I do like the way that this is built. They use a lot of those pentagonal tiles from Nexo-Knights. That looks great. You've got these shoulder armor pieces made using these large parts, and those can go up and down. This is the cockpit section. I like the padding kind of look they've got with those ingot pieces, and you can grab Cole and his legs will just attach right there, and then you can lock him in place. And again, that's a great look. The arms are on ball joints so they can move around, and then they also have this additional hinge joint right there. The way that they're built is interesting. Same blades as last time, but now they're using like a kind of like a wheel piece with a unicorn horn in it. And then as you can see, you do have those spring-loaded missiles. So I'll fire that off, and I just shot myself. But that works really well. You've just got, those are just for looks. There's not another one in there. And then the feet are built in an interesting way. So it looks like there should be knee joints, and there kind of are, but again, like it doesn't work perfectly. I don't know, I just find the joints on this and the golden mech are just quite awkward. Like, make knee joints if you want, but like these awkward ones don't really work for me. Again, you can like kind of get it bent in at an angle. I like the feet on the old one better, but I'll do a separate comparison video on those. And again, just like the golden mech, there's not enough range of motion in the ankle for me. You can really only move it side to side. You can't even move it forward and back as much as you could on the golden mech. And then around the back, you can see it's pretty bare, and then the feet can just clip together at the base for when you want to put it back onto the vehicle with Jay. Here's Jay's vehicle, and the same problem plagues this one. It's just way too big, but again, I'll get more into that in the comparison video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I think the treads are too big. I prefer the smaller treads on the old one. This doesn't roll as well because like the front will roll okay if you push down on it, but if you're not really pushing down, these rear wheels can skip a little bit because they are just hard plastic. I do like that piece from Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu line. That looks really awesome, but again, I prefer the rubber tires on the old one rather than these kind of tires. I do like, again, the use of that Exo-Knights piece. That's really great. And if you get into the cockpit, you can see there's a ton of stickers around here, which I don't really mind because they add a lot of great detail. In the cockpit, you've just got a couple of joysticks, which is a more unique design. You know, usually it's just like plain consoles. And so you can just seat Jay in there and lean him back. And he can't really grab onto the joysticks, but it's still a decent look. And then you can see the main feature of this set, it's like begging to be shown, is you can just slide the cockpit back and that'll like flip open these cannons. Again, it worked way better on the old one. There are little like cannons here as well, but I'll save it for the comparison. I do like how they use these popsicle pieces back here as extra detailing. That's really great. And I also love this little engine that they built back here using a lantern from Harry Potter. And that's like a BB-9E head from Star Wars in plain light gray. So that's really great. And then if you want to undo it, you can just push it back. But again, it doesn't move far enough back for me compared to the old one. It's a little bit of a weaker feature. You know, it's not as fun as it is on the old one to flip everything in and out. So I don't love that. And then here's a quick look of it from the back. And these holes are where the mech attaches into. All right, so let me show you guys how to transform this one more time. So you grab the mech, put the feet together as best you can. You have to fold the arms back at that like ratcheted joint. And I lost the other spring-loaded missile. Then bring the feet up, and then you see these little rod pieces. Those just slide straight into the holes. Now you just have to make sure that the arms are positioned off to the side so that they won't impact those triangular flaps that flip up to reveal the cannons. Here are the extra pieces for this set. The extra like mouth wraps and sand green sausage are really nice. Okay, here's the box for this set. Typical information on the left. There's a little featured in season 3 sign with a Ninjago at the bottom left. Bottom right shows the minifigures as usual. Up top, you've got the minifigures with their names and the actual size. On the side, this barely fits, but on the side you can see there's the artwork of Jay. That's what I love about these boxes. And at the back, you've got the Thunder Raider like all connected up with the mech on the back. You have, you know, how to remove the mech, play features, size, and then screenshots from the show on the right. There are 2 instruction manuals for this set, and surprisingly, there are no advertisements at all. The only thing you can find at the end of the first one is that little win ad. So in my opinion, this is the one Legacy set that is not better than the original. The whole point of Legacy is to go bigger and better, and that really works for some sets, like for the Golden Mech, like for the new Destiny's Bounty. But for this one, this is not better than the original. The original was $30. It was the perfect size, perfect play features. This one's $20 more expensive. And what do you get? You get 2 more minifigures than the original. That's cool. You know, you get Lloyd and the Overlord. Those are definitely great additions, especially the Overlord. But let's talk about the problem with the Overlord right now. He can't stand up. If you position him standing up, he will fall over every time. I've tried positioning his weapon in tons of different ways, and he just won't stand up. He always falls over. And that is a huge flaw for me. They could have built him a better weapon that would help him stand, but he just won't stand up on his own. To get like the thumbnail picture and the opening of the video, I had to position him like underneath the tracks of the Thunder Raider so that he wouldn't fall over. That's really weak to me. And this entire build is just kind of weak to me. Again, for $20 more, you get 2 more figures and that's it. There's no added functionality to this set compared to what there was in the original, except for maybe these spring-loaded shooters. But those spring-loaded shooters go off every single time you try to transform the mech off of the back of Jay's vehicle. So again, I think there are too many problems with this set. I think that the original was worlds better. And yes, it's very nice to have something like this out on the market for people who couldn't get the original. But to me, the Thunder Raider isn't something like the Destiny's Bounty where it's this super iconic thing. And so I really feel like there was no need to remake it if they weren't going to remake it better. You know, remakes are usually better. And this one is just the outlier in the legacy line for me because it's not. And I'm really disappointed by that because I was really looking forward to it since I love the original so much. But that's it for this review, so please comment, like, and subscribe, and I highly recommend checking out that Thunder Raider comparison video because I think you guys will really understand where I'm coming from on this. Bye for now.